Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and I wanted to do this live real quick and connect with you guys and really talk about the divine light within. When you have light within yourself, when you have light within your space, when you allow yourself to adapt to the growing climate and how it shifts and how it generates and permeates within your own reality, you allow yourself to grow immensely. You allow yourself to grow in a much accelerated rate, but also you allow yourself to adapt and have acceptance and have allowance within your own space to connect to your energy and how you flow towards your energy. So you allow yourself to not be an energy that is stale, that is stagnant, but you allow your energy to be adaptive and to grow and to connect into the way that you're supposed to. And you allow yourself to really focus on the things that really matter, focus on the things that give you drive and ambition, and the things that correlate with your divine intersection within interwoven yourself with timelines, so that you're able to act in your purified desires and your will and your connection. So sometimes it's not about how gifted you are or about who you are as a person, but it just means you have to be your spirit, you have to be your soul, you have to be your connection and your vibration within that frequency. Your ability to act, your ability to really declare what you want, but also to speak worlds into existence, that gives you the ability to feel as if you're not losing your will within yourself, but also you have a different continuity and a different space of energy to connect into. And when you have that different continuity and that connection and that flow within yourself, you'll allow yourself to expand and grow from that standpoint of however you feel and however you grow within that newfound intention. So it's just your intention of how you vocalize that, but also how you project that within to awareness. And you see that everything that you do has a direct correlation of what you're trying to do and trying to achieve within oneself. So this means that you have goals and ambitions and inspirations and aspirations that you really want within yourself, because you have allowed yourself to tap into a divine story, a divine will, and you have syncopation and repetition within your expression. So it gives you the ability to kind of be consistent, have balance, have ability to be courageous within your own space of energy. And sometimes it's not about trying to do something or trying to be something or trying to promote something, but it's just you being yourself authentically within your resonance, within your scope of energy, and allowing yourself to live by the archetype that you want to live by within that divine alchemy that flows through you. So just channel that energy, just channel that space, and channel the very fact that you are the I Am Presence being fully realized. Realize that within yourself and see that it's always interdimensional and interwoven and ever-changing, because it's always very clear within that crystallized vision of that realization that gives you the ability to act on newfound intentions. So you have to have something to go on. You have to take the focus off of yourself. And then when you take the focus off of yourself, you become the self. You accept thyself. You have complete acceptance beyond your personal biases, because then there is no bias, there is no disagree to disagree, or agree to disagree, or you're just disagreeing. But it just means that you see much deeper. You're looking much deeper within yourself. You're trying to recalibrate the energy that you connect to as a way of grounding your intention, grounding your energy, recalibrating your energy, and calling your energy back as a way of connecting back into that circuitry of the wires not being crossed. So when that happens, that means your connection is always instant, it's always greater. It's always something that is representative of yourself, but it's also something that you embrace not only within oneself, but within everything that you do. And then everything becomes something that is of a source of imagination and connection and generation and expression. So this means that you're speaking a different language. So you can kind of see in your life that when you start using the Rosetta Stone of creation, you start tapping into different linguistics of energy. This means that you tap into different extensions of your magnetism, of your electricity, but also your ability to be very powerful and consistent within your own space of energy. So this means that you have an energetic download in a frequency that helps you connect within a state of being that you want to apply. You apply that wisdom because you know that wisdom is always ever present, it never leaves, it never dies, but that wisdom lives on within all of us. And when we understand that, that wisdom can never be manipulated, that wisdom can never close out, that wisdom will forever be there. That means that we have the absence of time. This means we are eternal. This means we are a metaphysical being of creation. But this means that we are a being that wants to love, that wants to live out its own experiences, and wants to live out the continuous nature of how focused and driven you are. This means whatever you're supposed to live out, live it, but don't live it in a way that is complacent. Don't live it in a way that is rough or angry or triggered all the time. So we have to be the fool in order to release the pessimist. We have to release the pessimist in order to be the one that has motivation. And then the one that has motivation has the ability to be a compound of energy, to be complex, to be real, to be surreal, and to tap into that cerebral energy of being epic. So it doesn't mean you have to shout it on the rooftops or anything unless you feel inclined to do that. But it just means that you stay really content and really open to whatever the universe has to share with you. And I think that's the greatest policy most of the time when we're growing and shifting and connecting, is that we see through a different lens, a different filter, and a different container, and a reflection within ourselves. So that's what's beautiful to me, and that's what this message is really fueled by, because everything I do has somewhat meaning. And I think that when we develop meaning, but not giving it too much meaning, but we need our stories. We're nothing without our stories. It just means that we have to be the one that channels the story and how it goes and how it connects and what the duration is, what the setting is. This means that you become a different scope of energy. This means that you're able to look internally within oneself. So this means that you're not afraid to connect into your divine will as it's reflected to you, as you appoint yourself. As you connect into that, you allow yourself to become a universe, a realm, a space of energy, a vortex. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you dress the salad, it's still a fucking salad. I don't care if you have chicken bites. I ate garlic ranch chicken bites last night and they were really good. But the thing is, they're still chicken bites. They just have garlic ranch on them. So dress your creation the way that you want to dress it. That's what's real. That's what's authentic. And that's being down to earth about it. Not making it complex, but being very simplistic and being very playful in the way that you want to be connected. So it means that you have to set this parameter that you don't cross, Everybody has different standards and expectations and routines and perfectionism. That's all great. But what is your standard? What is your expectation? What is your way that you present yourself? And just live out that. That's a relaxed state. And it doesn't mean you have to get it all done in one day, right? Rome wasn't built in a day, and the universe could have been built in a millisecond. So when we kind of see that, then we don't have that pressure. Then we're not compressed. Then we're not feeling the illusions, problems, and energy. But we allow ourselves to be that guiding light whenever we can. And I think that's what's important and that's what's special. And the inspiration that is in all of us, you allow yourself to see within oneself, to be that state of connection, that state of wonderment within your own imagination. Burn sage, black salt, holy water, half water, vodka, essential oils. That's what you got to do to protect yourself psychically. And I say, in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Archangels, the love and light, who's one to cleanse us of our auric field, tapping into God's source energy and the great I am. That's what I do. But that's kind of how we all live our lives. That's how we infuse our life with spirit. Spirit, the human side, and then the mind, body, and spirit complex being connected as one. The twin heart being as one, a figure eight of energy. But also You could be a pyramid of creation. You could be a circle of creation. You could be an entire Akashic record within oneself. Yes, I do that. I do that around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, guys. And if you're watching this on YouTube, all of my videos are pre-recorded. So the question is, what is it that we want from life? We don't necessarily want something from life. We want to give life within the space of breath, the space of air, the space of life source. The space to which you can connect into your accentuation of energy. This means that you can be whatever you want to be. You can listen to whatever music you want to listen to if you're beating to the beat of your own drum. You can do anything in your life, and just because there's stuff around us all the time doesn't mean we have to crumble. So, recovery, repetition, hydration is definitely key within yourself, and I mean that metaphorically. Rehydrate your spirit, recharge your batteries, call your energy back. That gives you the ability to be your own space of energy. And if you don't like something in your life, put it in a ball of energy and send it back to the sun. It's that simple. If you don't like the way you feel about yourself, then change that perspective and change that narrative that you're playing on in your mind. So we have to release the hypnotic programming, or else we are programmed and deceived into believing something that is not true. So once we do that, then we are more compacted within our energy, meaning we're more stocky, we're more bulkier within our energy. And it doesn't mean that we are just more masculine, but it actually means we're more from that divine feminine source of energy that gives life to the masculine and the inner child. But to be the flower of life that pokes through the crack of the sidewalk is the ability to poke through it. So sometimes we are that little rose that hasn't poked through the little crack in the sidewalk. Sometimes you are that kid that hasn't made it yet. Sometimes you are that person that isn't there yet, but it doesn't mean you're late. And it doesn't mean you're not right on time. We have to understand that we're right where we're supposed to be. And if we understand that, then we understand that our purpose and what we're doing right now is perfectly fine. So sometimes we can't rush how we want to be blessed. We can't rush how we want to accumulate a lot of different things. But we want to be a part of how it makes us feel better, how it makes us discern better, to grow better, to connect better, and to be a better person whenever you can. And sometimes we have to go through a lot of changes. If you know that you're supposed to go through a change and you embrace that change, then it doesn't become the inevitable, because that means you have more confirmation and validation within the unknown, and you have a strong will and faith within yourself. That's resiliency. That's the ability to bounce back. And just because we go through times of integration or figuring things out or having challenges, there's nothing wrong with those challenges. Those challenges are good. Everything that's in our highest alignment is always good. Everything that's meant for us is always what's in our own design. So you have to be the word picture of your own wordplay. You have to play your switch words. You have to live by that, strive by that, and connect into the very fact that you can redirect yourself. It's kind of like you've been running the same play on the basketball court all day and it's not working and you're getting your shot blocked. Well, you got to adapt and find a new game plan. It's kind of like you got to go to the left instead of going to the right. And I think that's the hardest thing sometimes, is that we can't always feel like we can adapt or grow or change in the way that we want to. But there's an ability to kind of see that there's just sometimes that little crack, that little nugget of gold that we're looking for, and we just haven't found it yet. I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me in my life and also in my path, where something wasn't working for just a little bit, but then things shifted, and it shifted the direction of it, and then things started falling into place. And then when that happens, that means God loves you, Source loves you, your guides love you, and your loved ones love you. It's all, at the end of the day, it all stems back from a sense of self-love and self-care and realization, learning, focusing, being open to new things, not being afraid to open yourself to new stuff. And that's kind of what I've been doing, because I've been feeling like I've been doing the same thing, and I have other dreams I want to pursue too, instead of just this dream. You know, all dreams are the dreamer living inside of it, no matter how you look at it. So it's kind of like, that's how it goes sometimes. I've kind of learned not to take myself so seriously, you know. I think that's a great thing to live by, is to not take yourself so seriously. Then you won't be the fucking villain in your life, you know. Then you won't be a villain against yourself, you know. The only person that loves you is you at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, your husband can love you, girlfriend, brother, sister, great. But if we don't love ourselves, it's kind of hard to love other people in the way that we want to love them, in the way that we want to express that. So, do you. Be your own zen, be your own space of energy. That's my motto. That's always been my motto since day one. And I think that's been one of the things, that's the only thing that's been keeping me going, is just keep going. And sometimes you can give like 99%, because that 1% is the one you have to purify. It's kind of like 90% of the time, if you're in your space of energy and you're feeling great and you're feeling connected, the 10% doesn't dictate the 90%. Because sometimes as human beings, we dictate the 1% or the 10%. And we think that it equals 100, and it doesn't, no matter how many times you add it up. So, you know, the 10% and the 1%, it's not bad. It's neither good or bad, negative or positive. It just is what it is. But it always could be what it could be more. You know? I think that's more in the logistics of it and logical, you know? And I'm not saying that everything in spirituality is logical. But sometimes you have to kind of put it in a grounded form, because if you go so high above it, then you're not going to get it. And you want to be able to be teachable, and you want to be able to move this current along and push the boat, but not have your feet in two boats doing a Van Damme split. That's something that you don't want to do. I don't know if any of you can do the Van Damme split. I don't know if you watched Jean-Claude Van Damme, the martial arts guy. I used to love his movies as a kid, but you know, you see him do that splits, and you don't want to do that. You know, if you can't do it, it's going to be painful. I can't do a split anymore. I used to be able to, but I can't. But my point is that we can't have we got to be in our own boat. That's what I mean. We got to be in our own boat. So we're going to do some healing energy for this live. I hope you guys stay connected to the lives, White Wolf Oracle on YouTube, the Oracle Love Light and Wisdom on YouTube. And 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing readings, healings, activations. So we're going to be doing some healing energy. Tapping into the divine will, divine love, and the divine feminine to alchemize and recalibrate the energy centers, the chakras, our emotional guidance system, and our state of being, and our state of action, and our state of our ambitions and drive that we connect into on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day basis. This means that you're stimulating the sense of the circuitry within your life to not allow the wires to be crossed. Allow yourself to receive cosmic reprogramming, to release hypnotic programming, connect into new DNA codes of health, vibrancy, and energy, to rehydrate ourselves, to take in the fountain of youth and the water of life. The elementals, fire, water, and wind. To be calm as a breeze, to be interconnected, to know yourself in this moment, and to breathe existence wherever you can, to speak worlds into existence. Generating new timelines and being connected to all of your spirit guides. Light body activation, acceptance of the higher self, and the prophecy that's laid before you. Helping us tap into linguistics of light, light language, and the light of the sphere of light. So connecting into vibrancy, violet flame, bionic blue light, and the white gold aura, connecting into the Merkaba of existence. So flow into this connection, know that this connection is yours, and it's yours to do what you want with it. Your wants, your dreams, your desires, to see yourself as a universe, as a realm, and as a vortex. So connecting with Saint Germain, he's going to help you embrace being connected into psychic abilities, levitation, quantum telepathy, and connecting with your third eye. Jesus is going to help you be a mirror and a reflector and a teacher and a demonstration of divine representation and expression. The Apostle Paul is going to help us become healers of this new free world, meaning that our presence has a healing presence, that we help people tap into the Holy Spirited flow of energy, but also we are, in a sense, an activation and a transmutation and an energetic transference of energies for others. The Black Dragon from Saturn and the Alpha Dragon are helping us tap into the masculine and feminine energies. And then Archangel Raphael is going to help us connect to the inner child, the twin heart, the mind, body, and spirit fully realized, and then connecting into the syncopation, the repetition, and the emulation of source energy being fully realized. So this means psychoprotection, initiating boundaries, allowing yourself to be interconnected and interwoven with new states of your personality, the monad, the I am presence, the 12 aspects of you in different realms, different planes, and different universes, as you connect to the tree people as well, to tap into the power of I am. So billions of light codes are coming in to help instruct new languages, new divine expressions, and connecting into 333 portal, the 444 portal, and the 555 portal. These portals are going to help open up closed doors, help you embrace a new side of yourself, but also embrace having foresight and insight being connected, because without insight, we don't have foresight. To not look within the rearview mirror, but to keep our eyes forward. Not to have blinders, but to keep ourselves focused and connected to our state of being and our state of resonance. And just to feel as if the Kundalini energy is coming in, releasing layers and layers of snakeskin. Just feel like it's like a banana that you're peeling. It's just kind of bruised skin. And then allow yourself to be a naked free awareness, the Black Panther energy downloading ayahuasca, and then grandmother and the tribal women are going to just take us through a bath ceremony of tapping into cleansing the palate, cleansing the body with Epsom salts, but also just a complete reboot in your energetic field as well. So feel as if it's like your iPhone having an update, and then feel as if everything, all the bugs, all the nooks and crannies, all the things that were distorted and negative and not carefree are the opposite of that. Reverse the reflections. Resolve it with the spirit of the squirrel and connecting into the power of the unicorns, meaning that you're going to demonstrate from your divine will, your creativity, but also your ability to enter the stargate and transverse space and time, to realize your true nature, to realize your true resonance, and to realize that we're receiving 10,000 vibrations that come from the heavenly realms, the dimensions, and the absolute reality. Connect into your space, connect into your energy, and have love for oneself. Everybody take one last deep breath. Exhale. And so it is, you are the Oracle of Love, Light, and Wisdom. Allow yourself to soar. So, thank you guys so much for connecting with me. Book private sessions. I have a new private session special for 45 minutes for $75. 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. Doing readings, healings, activations, $20 donations for PayPal and Venmo. And also check out my YouTube channel. I posted a bunch of videos last night because I had so many videos backlogged. It was insane. So I just posted a bunch of singing videos, rap videos, and movie reviews on my YouTube channel. So thank you. God bless. Namaste. Love you all. And I hope that you all excel on your journeys. And if you were blessed by anything that I've done in my path and everything that I've done, thank you so much for watching. God bless.